come down very gently. So they'll get like hundreds of feet of air. It's insane. I can't do that. But I
That's
just tag
scary.
back and forth.
It's fun to watch, but it's awful scary.
Is it scary, Jenna?
Oh yeah.
Scary.
Oh, you're gonna go do something scary for Thanksgiving.
Sharon, we do something scary every single day.
You guys are
I'm going skiing for Thanksgiving.
Oh, nice. That's gonna be.
That's awesome.
You haven't been skiing as much, have you?
They're not open yet.
Oh, well, how are you gonna go skiing?
They open tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Now we're gonna see all.
Yeah, this is all still hopefully because Colorado is closing everything tonight.
Mm.
Oh.
So fingers crossed that they don't close the mountain tonight. They've been milking us along all along. Yeah, go tomorrow, go tomorrow.
Okay, who else? Who's got plans for Thanksgiving? What's going on for Thanksgiving? Jim? What are you guys gonna do?
We're keeping it pretty low key. I mean, all my kids are far away, so it's not easy to travel. And my parents are in Northern Virginia, but they're older, and I don't want to potentially expose them. So I think we're just gonna keep it low key this year.
Mm-hmm. And you can. Somebody said that they have a family dinner, and like say there's two people that are by themselves. They put one iPad on this chair, one iPad on this chair, and they zoom them in for dinner. I thought that was cute. So
I think that's a great idea.
some Zoom Thanksgivings, maybe.
I don't know if my parents are capable of that.
They could do it. If my mom can do it and my mother-in-law, trust me.
No, I am getting or I have got them an Echo Show for Christmas.
Oh,
Because you can actually do video chat over those, and it's just a matter of them having to say like, Alexa, call whoever, and it'll automatically connect.
then they'll be able to.
Yeah.
I think I have to suggest that to my mom for her aunt for Christmas. She already has an Alexa. She's trapped in the nursing home. That'd be perfect. So that my mom doesn't have to sit outside and freeze to visit with her at the window. Because that's all she is allowed to do is sit outside the window now. Hi. Yeah.
Well, the theme of today is, and I'm not the expert, we're all going to talk, okay, about what can we do to take advantage, not take advantage, but to use this time. Like for me, I've always thought of like Sunday, call a relative. This is like a whole week of call a relative in my mind, like one a day. Why not take that more leisurely time to reach out to your aunt or your uncle? Like I know exactly which aunt and uncle I want to reach out to. They're my favorites, but I don't usually reach out to them, and I need to. So they're on my list. I want us to come up with our own list of what we think would be great to take advantage of this time of our family coming together. Maybe do a Zoom Thanksgiving because some people can't be together. So I want to talk about this next week. What can we do to build relationships or to stand out in somebody's life, to be that person that makes somebody feel special? Somebody made me feel special last night. Thank you, Michelle. I see you there. Sandy, Kristen, and Nicole. I got a visit last night with this. You'll see their little signature there. And some flowers and a makeup artist. And I mean, even though my eyebrows I was super uncomfortable with, they made me feel so special. And they said they want me to hold my head high and feel glamorous for the Eltons. I mean, how special was that?
Congratulations.
You look awesome.
I mean, they made really good. It was so nice. And it was like, wow, I wish I could make somebody feel that good. I'm getting tears. So I'm going to stop talking. You guys, how can you make somebody feel good this week? All right, turning my camera off.
Love you, Sharon.
You're not allowed to turn your camera off. We're not allowed to turn ours off when we cry. Come on. You muted yourself.
Can I?
We can't hear you.
Oh, sorry.
tell
I
us.
gave you the preface. Now you guys, let's hear what you're gonna do. Let's hear some ideas.
I like that Zoom Thanksgiving idea. I'm gonna have to try it. My mother-in-law just had surgery. She can't go anywhere. Why not? My mom's canceled Thanksgiving. So why not? I'll just put it all together and we can just get on. I've got a Zoom line, so everybody can just get on my Zoom line, and I love it. I'm gonna hit everybody up. Why not?
That idea too. I also like to send out little little images, like a cute little happy Thanksgiving image. I do that to all my customers. That's not really family centered, but maybe I could include like all of my family members in that too. So I do that with all my customers, all my teammates, and maybe also do that with all my extended family.
Yeah, Jules had sent out what she sends to her
Yes, I would do
customers for Thanksgiving or around this time of year, and I went and I copied that. I ordered it from Vistaprint. It's
Ooh.
on its way, but I plan on sending out all these postcards that just say thank you for being my customer and trusting in me and my business. And then there's just a small blurb about all the different products, no matter what they're on. Just so grateful for them. And this time of year, you know, there's an abundance of gratefulness. So I'll be mailing those out when I get them, hopefully before Thanksgiving.
Michelle, do you do that with only current customers too? Or does anyone have anything special they do for ex-customers or ex-teammates? Do you keep track of that?
With all my customers and my team and any of my old customers that are still showing up on my genealogy, which I realize a lot of them still show up, I'm going to send it to them too.
Yeah, if they're still on your reports, I mean, I wouldn't call them X. A lot of times people don't want to leave the community. They really love Juice Plus. And they're just like, they've kind of strayed off the side of the road. You need to bring them back onto the road. That's all. Just welcome them in any which way, you know? So people people generally love Juice Plus and don't want to be apart from the community. So whatever you can do to just reel them back in. Okay.
So can I share something?
Yeah.
I think it's a little tied in to this, but also our business. So I was on a training from someone who's like just like Jim is like a social media specialist and how to market yourselves. And I almost like overlooked the fact that Black Friday and Cyber Monday are coming up, and sharing how right now, like today is the day to start promoting what we have planned for Black Friday and Cyber Monday, and making sure we promote it. People know we independently are doing this, not the company as a whole, but just some ideas I was thinking of was just like with the Tower Garden, if anyone wanted to purchase a Tower Garden right now, maybe giving them an Amazon gift card for $25. I feel like the promotion we have with the Family Healthy Starts is an amazing Cyber Monday and Black Friday offer because they're getting free shake with that. And maybe you can even reverse them to $5 extra. I don't know. But I just think we have to start thinking in that way because it's only a week away. And I'm just like, but it can be really simple to just throw a little something together and let your people know, hey, if you want to do this, then I have some specials for you. So that they can feel like they're in that Black Friday sale mode because a lot of people are spending money on those days.
I think the company generally discourages it. I think in mass, I think one-on-one, you know, because you could say, I'm going to buy your seedlings or send you a gift card. I want to help you get started if you want to make this part of your Black Friday. I think if you word it a little different and not make it like on social media, you know how we don't do like buy one, get one free and whatever. It just tastefully, maybe one-on-one. I don't know, but I know we usually get something on Voxer from the company just saying, remember, because they want an even playing field for all teams, so that's probably why they discourage that to a certain extent. I was thinking about, who was it I was thinking about? If they post, oh, Doug had a customer this morning. He asked how she's doing with her tower garden, and maybe he could read that. But I was thinking, why not say to her, I would love for you to post that, and either for any person that you get a referral, I'll give you a $5 gift card, $5 toward a gift card, or I'll give you a gift card if you post that, because that would possibly lead into some other realms for me, something like that.
Yeah, I broached it. I said, hey, great. Good to hear everything's going great. I suggested strawberries because she's in Central Florida. She's reloading her tower. I said, maybe we could do a social media post. And when you get, and people, I said, maybe we can do a social media post. People love that kind of thing with Tower Garden. And when people ask you, you can send referrals to me and I can give you a present. I said a gift.
I was even thinking they sometimes call like, you surprise people, like if they do something like that, give them something without them expecting something. As opposed to like, if you do this, I'm going to do something for you. And maybe even promote the Tower Garden as like, are you looking to maybe help give someone the gift of healthy, food year round? You might want to check out this amazing Tower Garden. I mean, I've been shocked how many people have, I've been privately talking to about the Tower Garden just from the couple posts that I've done, where I kind of show what we've picked off of our Tower Garden and a picture of the Tower Garden with everything growing. I mean, I think I had 12 people reach out to me a week or two ago, and I just got to keep following up with them.
Yeah, I think for Mother's Day or something, I said something like your mom needs a Tower Garden, and that ended up working for me too. I got at least one sale out of that.
Oh man, I just got a snarky remark from my cousin that said, no, she doesn't.
Ha!
I didn't like that. I
Remember?
I wanted to jump through the computer.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
that. So mean.
I'm gonna sorry, I didn't mean to jump in. I think this week I'm gonna send out cards to my family because we moved almost a year ago and half my family doesn't have our new address. So I'm afraid of the onslaught of Christmas cards that'll go to our old address. So I feel bad for the guy. So I was thinking I'd send like just literally Thanksgiving cards, like, I'm thankful for you all's family, blah, blah, blah. Here's our new address, etc. And I'm sending out some other customer cards this week because everybody seemed to really like getting a handwritten card.
So sometimes people include, like for you, you're a pharmacist. You could say, I know you guys all know I do pharmacy, but I wanted to tell you also, this is what I'm doing. Like a newsletter kind of update on family, whatever. People do that in between the holidays too.
Yeah, cool, thanks.
I'm still thinking about the Black Friday thing because I was thinking the same thing about how people are spending money specifically on Black Friday. I don't even know if they care. I don't know about you guys, but you see what's on sale, but I end up buying the stuff that's not on sale. I think that's the point that all the marketers are doing. So maybe it's not like Black Friday, $50 rebate on Tower Garden or something. Maybe it's more like just a curiosity post of, maybe something funny, a picture of Black Friday, people fighting over a TV or something. And it's like, and just talking about how everybody's buying stuff this time of year that maybe we don't even need. But then there's things like fruits and vegetables in a capsule and Tower Gardens that are really, truly awesome. And it's like a gift. So I can't find the words yet, but I think there's a way to word that. And I know
these guys
that Michelle and Alicia, you guys are going to find that for sure. I know. Find the right words without it being what the company discourages, which is like just a flash sale thing.
So what are some other things? Kathy Crispin, I know you've got ideas.
Yes.
Oh.
One lady that I was talking to, she she is really concerned about her son is having gastric bypass surgery. And so I was telling her, I was like, man, he really needs some great nutrition to, recover from that surgery, especially during these times. And so we talked about it, and she said, well, I would really like to do it. And I said, well, what if you did this? What if you ordered it for him and you take care of the first 4 months, and then it's his responsibility after that? But you've made that investment when he's off work, for this surgery. And then I can't think of a better gift. And so when they were sitting there talking about Cyber Friday and stuff, I'm like, these people, that you can't give your kids a better gift than that. So why not give the gift of health and maybe focus on this Cyber Monday, Black Friday? Instead of giving them something, guess what? In 3 months, they're not even going to remember what you got them for their birthday or for Christmas. But let's give the gift of health this year, and maybe sign up, maybe somebody, a family member or something. And even if it was just shakes or something, pay in full, and they get it, but it's in their name, and that way they can continue on, but they're going to get to try it. Or even the duo, and they get a free bag of shakes. That's what I'm really pushing, is just, guys, let's get you anything so you can get the free bag of shakes to try it even before you order it. So I think that's a cool idea.
I love that. Kathy, do you ever go live on Facebook?
No.
I mean, wouldn't she
Oh
be excellent going live on Facebook, you guys? Can you?
Yeah.
Oh.
Is that not?
It'd
And
be amazing.
Great. She does great on her videos with her tower garden. So she needs to just get out there and do it, because she does really well.
I mean, I can't get enough of Kathy Crispin. Can you?
Oh gosh.
She's amazing.
So Kathy, I'm pretty sure I'm throwing the challenge down. I hate to say it.
Okay.
I've done it to other people.
Well, I mean, yeah, I just
Call it.
came in. I was a little late from doing a long hike up the mountain. So I'm like, I look bad. So you start to do, not even let people see you on video. But I think people just need to see. One thing I did yesterday is a lady from our small group. I let my small group see my tower garden. And of course, they've seen it when it was kind of small. And so she's like, I'm coming into town. I said, stop by. I want you to go shopping. And she's going, okay. And I said, I've got a place for you to shop. And so she stopped by and she goes, what are you doing? Because they were making something and they were going to need some basil. And I said, come by. I'm going to let you shop. And so I had baggies, and we just went out to my tower garden, and I'm going to be gone for 2 weeks. And so it is really grown. And I said, we are going to fix you up. I said, we got you some, you can have some basil, you can have some parsley. I gave her lots of lettuce and stuff. And I said, you've got fresh organic salad for your dinner tonight. And so she's just like, I can't believe it has grown so much. And so I thought that's kind of a cool idea. When the lady I hike with, she's like, mine is just overgrown. I said, you got to share it, because the more you cut it, the more it's going to grow, and so anyway, she was real surprised. So she had a gallon bag just crammed full of fresh lettuce, gourmet, romaine, the whole works, and fresh basil for their pesto when she got home. So that's kind of a cool idea. Come over and go shopping,
You are such a natural. You are such a natural. Oh my goodness.
I mean,
It's like the epitome of, she's the epitome of a problem solver. She's always looking for who
Yes.
has a problem, and it could be anything. And she's going to work her booty off to find a solution for their problem. A lot of time that is Juice Plus or Tower Garden or our business. And sometimes it's something else, like someone needs a bed or a couch, and she is the resource. So I think that's the coolest thing about our company is we're essentially paid problem solvers, right? We're just trying to figure out what someone's problem is and what can we do to help with them. Most of the time it's our products, and sometimes it could be something else, just like a socially distanced hug or just listening. And I think my mom is the epitome of this.
I love
A
it.
shout out for her.
Yeah, huge. Okay, so you guys had to have been thinking of some good things to do during this week of Thanksgiving. Who else? Thank you, Kathy. Like what doctor's office are you going to? Can you bring like a little snack? Can you bring some basil? Can you bring a flower bouquet like Arlene does sometimes? She'll get stuff off the Tower Garden and bring it as a bouquet. Oh, is that Wendy? Are you trying to speak? Let me unmute. No, I'm gonna unmute you. I just know it. It's okay. She's just laughing. Okay, Alicia's laughing at me now. Are you laughing at me? All right.
Sorry,
So,
I was brainstorming something on the side. Sorry.
oh, it's okay. Alicia, I know you have lots of ideas. Oh, you already said about the thank you notes. That's good. All right, so I'm gonna call on Melissa. Melissa, you guys are having an event tonight, right?
Yes, ma'am. So we are doing customer care, our customer appreciation event. So we invited all our customers and offered them a gift or gift card if they come on, and then an additional gift card if they bring a friend. So hopefully a lot of people will come on. And it's just, I think Jules is going to do a couple of slides maybe. We just kind of did it as a happy hour. I told my girlfriend, I said, if it's your kid's bedtime, come in after, come in before, come in after. And just if anybody wanted to share their stories, just to come in. Oh, and I wanted to comment about the going live, because you guys have, done the same, challenged myself to go live and my sister. And the first couple times I did it, I was like, it looks so stupid. But then we realized when we're doing events, you can't see anybody. So it doesn't matter. Like we found it easier to actually speak for our events because you don't see everybody like in a Zoom. Except for, I don't know if you heard my salad event that we did last week. I had my privacy set to only me. So it's like, nobody's on.
Oh my
But then
goodness.
I just reshared it. I don't know how I did that, but yes, so tonight should be fun. I hope we get a lot of people on and just people sharing their stories and have some fun. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Yeah, we're gonna join them and just tell a short story, or
What
product.
time is that?
8?
8 o'clock.
Yep.
We got a date.
That's, that's exactly what we're doing tonight in the same way. In my invitation, I said, bring a glass of, and I filled a blank, bring whatever you want in your glass. And we're having more conversations instead of presentations, like a couple of slides, maybe a couple of videos, but conversations between the partners and whatever guest wants to participate in that. It gives it a different feeling.
Mm-hmm.
So we were on the same page.
Awesome. Okay, so who's brought like some shake samples or some gummy samples to people and just given them, or made some treats or shake for people and brought it to the office? Anything like that? Has anybody ever done that?
Yeah, I've done a few this past week, actually.
Wow.
So the most recent was this past today. I brought in, well, for those of you that don't know, my daughter's attending public school this year. She used to go to a Montessori charter school. So they were very healthy about their snacks. Well, this year is very different, and their teachers are giving them incentives of candy, which I'm not happy about at all. So I've tried to talk to the teachers about maybe offering something healthier or sticker non-food related But this one teacher will not budge. So I asked her yesterday if I could send in something else. And she said, yeah, I'll give it a try. So I sent her in 15 packets of the gummies. And so we'll see what happens. I mean, the kids probably will mostly, I don't know. I think if kids are used to sugary treats, then they may not find them very tasty. I don't know. We'll find out. But that's one thing I did. And then I also gave my neighbor who just had a baby, I gave her, in addition to a little outfit, I gave her some, this is out of your book, Kathy Crispin. I gave her some shake samples and some gummies to try as well. And the other thing that happened to me was I was playing tennis with my league, and one of the girls said, oh, I'm starving. And so I said, well, here, I happen to have a complete bar with me. Here, try this. So I gave her the bar. We'll see what happens. But I've been trying to give them out. Oh, and I also gave them to my massage therapist. So I'm giving samples out left and right. Oh, and I almost forgot. When I do my lives, everybody that responds to my lives, I follow up with. So I will ask if, like one of the things I did was, I think I asked it was a poll, and everybody that responded, I told them I would send them something. Well, I sent them all samples of things. So then followed up with them. And I'm working on an order that came from that. So
I think the samples are a powerful way to start a conversation. I do. I got away from it, and there were some racquetball people that were saying, oh yeah, I know the CEO of Juice Plus, and like they're just harassing me a little bit. And then there was some people who didn't know what they were talking about and all that. So I decided, because I just kind of have conversations with these people, I decided to bring my whole box of gummy samples and pretend like I was one of those like people like with Hershey's or whatever. Like there used to be a guy at racquetball that handed out like Hershey bars. So I brought all my box of samples. I brought shake, I brought bars, because I had also given out some cherry bars to this one guy. So I thought, I'm just gonna bring them. And it ended up I only talked to one of the guys afterwards, and he had no interest whatsoever in Juice Plus that I knew of. But I said, hey, I brought some samples. So I blamed it on the samples. That's the cool thing. You just blame it on the samples. So I opened this big bag, a huge bag, but it had the box in it. And I'm like, I've got some shake, I've got some gummies, I've got some bars. What would you like? It's kind of like being in kindergarten. What would you like to pick out of the drawer, And so he said, well, not for me, but I'll take it for my wife. She's really healthy. And I'm like, okay, I did not know that at all. And I said, oh, well, let me send you a video so you can send that to your wife and she can understand what this is. So that just kind of led to a prospect that I wasn't even expecting. I was just going to hand out samples, see what happened. And they've been sitting in the closet all of Corona, So it was great to just do that. So I love that you're giving out samples. I think that's a nice thing to do, whether you're just like, I go and I see the real estate lady, sometimes I'll just pop in there. I could always bring her samples. She loves them. The hair lady that's at the next place, after that, she loves a chocolate mint shake. Whenever I go in to get my hair done, she's like, did you bring me a shake? So, there's certain people, or my chiropractor. So I just like the idea of gifting people. I feel like it comes back to you somehow, some way, whether they post it on social media or something. So anyway, okay, so let's hear from some more people. Karen, I see you there. Happy Eltons. She went to the Eltons last night. How was your experience? And also tell us what you're doing for Thanksgiving, whether you're calling people out of the blue, thanking people, anything like that.
So last night was so much fun because I got to meet people that I have not met before. And Amy had to get together. There was probably, 20 people there. And I got to see her house, and the food was great. It was really nice. One of the things I noticed, I got to tell you, you guys, we are on the best team, like from the top down. And one of the things I noticed, and I don't know if you noticed this, Sharon, but watching all the videos, I didn't understand when you were telling me how it was going to do, but like they were panning to everybody and you could see different people. We were one of the few, like you and Julie and Kirsten and Amy's group. Everybody else was alone. Like a lot of the national marketing directors didn't have groups of people over celebrating the Eltons and stuff. And it just was, it was really cool that Amy opened up her, her home to people like that. It was fun to be able to celebrate. Thanksgiving, what am I doing with customers? I will tell you, it's harder when you have a lot of customers to sit there and try and call them and reach out to them. So I probably will just text. I actually have a really good recipe book that I'm going to just reach out and say, Happy Thanksgiving. Here's some, Thanksgiving recipes in case you're looking for something new or trying some healthy side dishes. So that's probably, all I'm going to do.
Well, something Doug said to me once, he's so wise, is instead of thinking, oh, I have all these customers, like I know Thanksgiving, we're kind of talking about a lot of people maybe you want to reach out to, or maybe just one a day even. But he says, just focus on 5. What if you just focus on 5, So he goes, okay, thanks. Maybe that was to me, I don't know. But anyway, I think that if you can't do a lot, just focus in on some people, And I wanted to share that Nanette and Doug have been working on an event for Tuesday night. So I'd love for them to share, one or the other or both of them, to share what's going to happen Tuesday night, because you could invite people to a business overview. Hopefully you'll reach out to some friends over the next few days. And if this is appropriate for them, you can invite. Go ahead, Dougie.
Well, we're going to be in Orlando, so I'm helping with it. But Nanette and Denise Romney, NMD, and Johnny Grandison's going to be on it. So Nanette, you've been working more because I'm kind of out. So Nanette, can you share what you and
Sure. I'm driving. Yeah, so we were doing, I was watching the GoPro event, the GoPro 7-day recruiting challenge. And one thing that he was saying is that to utilize third-party events instead of necessarily you giving it yourself, that sometimes it's great to have something else to invite somebody to that either the company's doing or that, leadership is doing. And so I had sent a message to Sharon and Doug and was like, oh, that sounds like a great idea. Can we do something like that? So of course Sharon was like, oh, that sounds like a great idea. Why don't you do it? So I had actually started to put something together and talk to some people. Oh, Michelle's going to be on it too. And then I think Doug, was it you or Sharon? One of you started a chat in Voxer with Denise Romney, who's an NMD. I didn't know her, but then we just kind of started working together. She was putting together the graphics, and we just kind of asked a few people if they would participate in it, and so that's pretty much it. What I did is when we blitzed this morning, I invited all my customers, since they're already eating Juice Plus. And I also invited all of my team that are inactive. And, just kind of invited them to take another look at what they pay $52 for. That maybe there's something that, that they'll reconnect with, the reason why they did that. And then I have other prospects. A lot of other prospects that I'm inviting. So my goal was to invite at least 100 people. And so I'm not really counting the team members in that. So far I've invited about 50 people. So I'm halfway there.
Excellent. So this event, I mean, it's another event, but what we feel like is unique about it is that, how usually right now on the Freedom Revolution, you kind of like go through the Juice Plus presentation and then it switches to like the business, but it is pretty brief. It's pretty short, you know. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a 30-minute event that talks about, if you've been around a while, Joel and Julie used to do an event where Joel would really explain, like, you know, like society and struggle for money, gig economy, investing, retirement, all that kind of stuff. So we're going to kind of talk about, kind of like we would do with like the food supply with Juice Plus. We're going to talk about some of the pain points and think about that a little bit. Have people tell their business stories, like really focus business, as a dedicated event, like an event that isn't like, okay, this is Juice Plus. And by the way, you also have the option. There's no options here. You know, I've been thinking about this for a while. A few other people came to Sharon and all said the same thing. It's like, man, we need like a serious business presentation. So we're going to do it, and we're going to see how it goes. And I think it's a great opportunity for everybody. Another priority in this is that we're going to, moving forward as maybe month or so, we're going to make sure that there's a good representation with a diverse group of presenters as we move forward, and make it kind of like a series, but maybe like a once a month type of a series. We're not really committing to the format. It's a little experimental. You know, we have an NMD from a sideline, which is always exciting because you get to see kind of how they roll. But Denise Romney is the NMD that I did that cooking show with. If you guys remember, she's super fun, super high energy. She's excellent. So if she's somebody we could work with, that would be great because she brings a lot of charisma to the table. And then Johnny Grandison's going to be on. He's awesome. He's married to Beverly, who was 12 Club Rookie of the Year at the Eldons last night. He's kind of low key and like cool, calm, and collected. But especially when Beverly's not with him, he's going to be able to kind of step into his role more because Beverly's pretty high intensity. But he's awesome. I've seen him on an event before too. So it's going to be great. We're going to have a male perspective as well on every time we do it. So that's Tuesday night. So that's a little business event we could squeeze in. That's the poster. I don't know if you put it in yet, Sharon, to Team Transformers.
Yes.
But on another thing I was going to say, maybe a challenge, and I don't know if you're going to get to this, but one of the things I suggested was, what if we say, okay, because next week we're not going to have lunch and learns, right? We're going to be focused on Thanksgiving.
I don't know if they know that, but you can announce that. We're going to have Saturday, tomorrow, lunch and learn, but then the week of Thanksgiving, including next Saturday, we're not.
Yeah. All right. So you guys can do some impromptu blitzing or whatever if you want to. But what if we said, okay, let's decide instead of lunch and learns, we're just going to reach out to family members, to people we haven't spoken to in a while, you know, things like that. So what if you had a list? And a lot of times when I'm talking to you guys on the Lunch and Learn, you guys are the regulars and you've been around, a lot of you, for a while, but you have team members that are kind of on the fringes, right? What if we just said, hey, what if you made a list of five or 10 people you could connect with over Thanksgiving and reconnect with and catch up with them? And it doesn't even have to like really be a Juice Plus pitch or anything like that. It could just be a conversation because it always ends up leading there anyway. So I would challenge you guys to do that. That's all I got, Sharon. I got to mute for a second.
Okay, you can unshare. Did you guys have any questions about that business event?
I'm just really stoked about it.
Oh, good. I mean,
I think we need more of that.
Okay. Yeah, we hear you.
Especially with the diversity, like different people and including men, and it's not just women. I think that's really important.
So take advantage of the one Tuesday night. And Nanette, kudos to you. You've already invited 50 people. That's amazing. So it didn't take her long, I don't think, because we just got the flyer. And really when you blitz, it doesn't take a long time. So invite those people. And then as you're in conversation with relatives, so I want to just really encourage you to think about your extended family, your cousins, your aunts, uncles, people that you love and they love you, but maybe we don't talk to that often, you know, or friends from high school or you lived with in college, and people like that, take that time to connect with them. We're not going to have the lunch and learns. I didn't hear Doug whether he's going to have the blitzes or not, but I think it's just a really good time to connect with people. And then if we do it quickly, then we could get them plugged into Tuesday night if that comes up. I mean, that's a lot of ifs. But what else can we do? What else can we do during this time? I think writing notes, whether we miss Thanksgiving, I think writing mail, I think right now, people really probably love mail. I know I do, especially if it's from Daniel. So now I'm all about the mail now. I couldn't care less about mail before that. So I think if somebody got like a nice little tchotchke or sample or anything in the mail, a little thank you card, something that they would like, that's a nice thing, right? What else?
A lot of people are doing those secret, I think they're like secret sister Santa things where you can just send something online. I mean, you could just send a sample, of your Juice Plus if you mail it, but it was like one of those, like wish list things. But I signed up for that, but I didn't think about sending samples. But I did order something small. I did small business because I didn't want to do Amazon.
I don't know how many of you do it, but you can actually do like short videos to people in Messenger. So even on like things like LinkedIn, so maybe just like record a short video and just said, hey, just want to see how you're doing. And if you actually look at it, it takes the same amount of time to do the video as it does for you to type a text.
I love that. And I think
so that's-
Schools does that to her customers, and she was doing it on Project Broadcast, so she was sending them out. Totally love that. Thank you, Jim, because that was in my mind like a week ago and I already forgot about it. That was great that you brought it up. Who can do that? Who can do that? Kristen Vasse, what are you thinking?
I'm actually on Vistaprint right now, looking through different things. And if you go on there, hold on, now I lost it. But if you go on Vistaprint, there was actually little table tents. And I was thinking if that you could put something on there with like Juice Plus where people could leave the little table tent out. Kind of, in a restaurant that will do that with happy hour. You fold it into a triangle and we could put like a cute little Juice Plus note on there. And like, did you take your Juice Plus today or something like that? So that's what I was
They
thinking.
have table tents on there?
Yeah, it was on there. And then for me, from before you were asking, I keep samples in my purse and it actually works out really nicely. There was somebody who I got an order, a trio order for, who I had no idea was struggling with health, but she'd kind of just been watching my posts and she'd casually say to me, I want to talk to you. But then I'd say, okay, let's talk. Oh, but not now. And then it just kind of came up. And one day I finally said, here, I have samples. I brought these for you. And she was afraid to ask me again and again. And now I gave Rada the samples that were in my purse. She ordered right away. So having them on you is, I think, kind of a big deal.
I do too. It's like I got away from it, but it's really awesome.
What I do is when there's a new person who might need the PVC, I have them order it and then I'll send out a message like who needs to split samples and then we divide it. Cause I think a lot of times, especially new people don't want to put the money out there because they don't have it yet to do. But once they know that they can share it with you or whatever, it really helps them. So that's worked for me.
Great idea. Nicole Fiel, what do you think? Now, Nicole is somebody who also double blessed me. Is that a saying? She brought us that big ring light for last night so that we looked good on the camera. And she was part of the crew who blessed me with the makeup lady. So I just think that's so impressive when people think about other people and go out of their way. And I mean, I couldn't be happier. And so anyway, Nicole, what else are you up to? You're probably up to other things to bless people. Anything?
Nothing new that others have mentioned, and I'm so glad you enjoyed everything. And the ring does make a big difference with the lightning. I have started to do the Christmas ever since Sandy Monday's presentation. And the funny thing is that I buy them after Christmas on sale for the next Christmas. And I feel it's so neat when I get them as soon as Thanksgiving has passed, because that is like, oh, what a nice detail. So my goal is to get them in the mail by Wednesday next week. And I have this that I use for new orders that say, yay, and I get excited. And these are from Michaels, but again, because they are on sale. And I have one that it's an apple and says, thank you. I've been sending those. I can get up and get you guys to see you one. When they cancel, I've been sending those. Thank you for the opportunity. If they had a bad situation, which they never do, but whatever the reason or excuse for them to cancel, sorry that happened, but I'm here to serve you and to help you. And it's a very nice apple thank you. I mean, inside is empty. It's just the apple and thank you up front of the apple that I use to when they cancel, just to continue, you know, and let them know that the friendship is still there, not regardless of the Juice Plus order or not. And they like it. They feel like, oh, it's opened the door. Mm-hmm.
You had a lot to share. And I love seeing, you know, even if you say, well, they've already mentioned it, didn't we like to see her little cards? That was awesome. I love the yay card too. That's really cool.
Let me get the one from the apple. Continue.
Okay, who else has something up their sleeve right now that they're gonna bless somebody with?
I do want to add that I love that idea of making the video for Thanksgiving. I don't have anything for Thanksgiving, but I will make that my due diligence to make them individually with their name. As long as I know what I'm saying, it will be 30, 45 seconds, and I will be doing that. That's very nice. I like those videos.
So, and we could do that all week long, you know, doesn't have to be right. Like you get a lot of texts like the day of Thanksgiving or the night before. Like it could be this week is the week of Thanksgiving. Okay, there's the card. That's awesome. I mean, Nicole, I've never heard of anybody thanking people after they've canceled. You really went way beyond. That's awesome. That's great. Class act there. So you guys should be writing some homework. We know Kathy Crispin's first homework, I think she's gone now, is to go live. Because I love the idea of her saying, hey, you know, you guys are thinking about Cyber Monday and whatever, Black Friday. What about this? You know, this is gonna last longer and be the gift. Okay, so that's a really good thing. I love the idea of the Thanksgiving video, the cards, connecting with people. What else can we do? And I want to mention, and I know Gwen's got something she's going to share with us, right? Tomorrow is going to be toward the newer people, but also building belief in the business. And also we're going to talk about numbers. And Nanette is going to share her aha moments about the numbers. And so it'll be a little more numbers oriented. So I think you guys will really like that. Gwen, you got some ideas? You could drop off some SCOBY to people. Kombucha.
Oh yeah, right. No, I dropped the phone. I was driving and I dropped the phone.
So. What Doug and I were talking about you today. Okay, so what other plans can we make for next week? So next week, no lunch and learns. What can you do instead? Dun, 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 dun. How about the coffee chats? That's a good idea, right? What Jennifer told us about. Okay, so we'll just.
I want to add that Michelle has been very good ever since she made it to QNMD officially, featuring her team. So, and she took the time to do this beautiful individual post for each one of us, and now she is in the making of interviewing. I guess she will be choosing who and how, but I know that came from the GoPro challenge.
Really? Oh, tell us about that. Can you tell us?
Well, I didn't do the whole 7 days. I did day 4. I listened to day 4, and then I listened to day 5 or 6 with John Maxwell. Exactly what I needed it to hear about consistency and planting the seed and everything that we know already. Because that's the thing, that they don't say anything new to us. We are well trained. It's just maybe at the moment that they say it, if it, you know, resonates, or, you know, they add other stuff, but it has been so wonderful. That was one of the things that she's incorporating from it. And also the 3-day challenge. If you guys haven't done it, I didn't tag the hashtag. I didn't do it, I just did the post. Such an encouraging post. And so many people that had never liked or commented on my post, they were there. Even new people that I have added from Blitzing, they make comments about 3 things that they think of you when they see you. So encouraging. And then receiving all those, positive words that they're saying, it's a beautiful exercise. And it starts the conversation, and we know the algorithm. But anyways, having these interviews or featuring the team or the people that you work with, us, if you don't have a team yet, I think I have started conversations from posts that Michelle has tagged me from her post, because I think people relate more than, anything else. And it's so casual and normal. I just did my first today from one of my team members, and I'm planning on doing one every week before Christmas. And they like it too. She was like, oh my gosh, you want me to do a video with you, but why? And she was like, oh, Basil, like, oh no. And I'm like, yeah, you're capable. And the conversation went all to the Tower Garden. I never thought. The whole 30 minutes, it was about Tower Garden. Wow. And nice. It's just nice. Encouraging others. That's what they say. You encourage others, then you expose them so people can see that anyone can do this. I think that's a very easy, good activity to do. Thanks to Michelle.
Michelle, you want to add anything to that? That was great, Nicole.
Well, yeah, I love my team. And so, it really came from when I was doing the Family Healthy Starts and I was highlighting the children. And I was thinking of my team. I was like, man, I get to work with all these amazing people. And as we were going into, I was thinking of November, and I was like, man, I started highlighting some people in October, but I was like, wow, I want to really ramp it up in November for people to see the kind of people that are just everyday women that have different backgrounds that have joined this mission. And it's not some crazy wild group of women. It's people that really have a huge heart. And so it's been amazing to highlight them and hear everyone's responses to their posts, because it's just, I know it fills their hearts and it fills my heart too, because I just think they're all amazing. So it's nice to do that.
And what app are you using for that? It's always so beautiful. I'm like, how does she do it?
I'm just using Photofy.
Okay.
So I created the first one, and all I do is I change the picture of the team member, and then I just change the wording. So I've saved the actual document I use, and then I just make changes to it. I can append. So in Photofy, you can save a picture, save a collage, and then append it later if you want to.
I know you've done different ones with the kids and the adults. And you ask questions sometimes with the kids. Are you asking questions, or you're just typing what you feel about the team members?
Just typing what I feel and the things that I know about them.
So it shouldn't take long. It's not like you're waiting for anything. Okay, cool.
No.
And I see Kristen Bosse's got some team members posting things like this. So this was a thankful post. Kristen, how are you having her and Ali Gold and Hillary posting? These are beautiful posts.
Thank you. So we just all kind of said we wanted to take a day up from now up until Thanksgiving and post what we're thankful for. And it's nice because some of the girls are not super active posters. So it's nice for them to post something and then get some communication going. They're happy to do it.
Yeah, it's like part of their story. They're putting their story out there. So that's really good. Okay. Well, I mean, we're going to probably call it a day, unless you guys have anything else to add. Okay. Well, tomorrow we're going to have a lunch and learn at 12. We're going to talk about the numbers and all that. And then next week, just remember when you think of, oh, we're not having lunch and learn. Oh, yeah, I'm supposed to call people. I'm supposed to reach out to people. I'm supposed to drop off some goods to people. I'm supposed to go bless people. However you can do it. Next week's going to be very interesting. Okay. All right, you guys have an awesome day. Great seeing you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you much.
Guys, have a great weekend.
Bye.
Guys,
Have a great day, everybody.
you too. Love to see your face.
Bye.
Congratulations, Sharon.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yes, Sharon. Sorry I missed that. Congratulations.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Hi, Kathy. I'll be
Bye.
looking. You can tag me, Kathy. Oh, she left.
Oh.
Bye.